A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's going to take off. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Hoosiers are on the move. They'll try the run. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Offense gets set for second down. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down final play of the first quarter and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this offense is giving him a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. And the defense drags him down. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Under fire. Pulls it in on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Collier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To the air, it's Carr. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 40. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's given up for first down.
Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Marshall. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quarterback keeper. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get into the 33.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane opener, you don't sack him right away. You allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go right back to it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could...
Got it! Touchdown, Volunteer! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they...
Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They get to the line quickly.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than he's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Players on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's the heat. Complete to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Hoosiers will have it first and 10. To throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air, it's Carr. Still looking, on the move. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Indiana! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.